Welcome back, guys. So not too long ago, we did a GC loader install on my GameCube. This replaced the disk drive so we could use SD cards to play our games and homebrew. You want to see the full video, I'll have a little card up top, link in the description, but I really enjoy that mod to the system. But today we're going to be doing another quick and easy one, installing a brand new fan. So we have the noise blocker black silent fan that we're going to be installing in this. Developed in Germany, made in China, of course. Has some nice little features. It is very silent, 3,000 RPMs, uses a nano slide bearing, so this thing is a very high quality fan. A lot of people like to use this as a replacement here. So we also are using this 3D printed mount for the fan. So this is from Greg Collins, the design for the mount. I did receive this from Dragon's Hoard Gaming. He's doing some mod work for me. And typically, if you get something done with the GameCube, this is a service that he could do for you. But he hit me up like, hey, you already did this stuff yourself. I got this other work. You want me to just invoice you for this fan? And I'll send it out so you can get it installed. It was like, hell yeah, let me get that installed. Because the fan that I have in my GameCube, it does have a little bit of a hum here. So that might be one of the reasons you'd want to change the fan out. Some people would be like, well, why would I want to change the fan? If your fan's working just fine, no reason to, but it is a part that can fail over time or get pretty damn noisy. Mine is not too bad, but it does have a little bit of a hum. So it was like, why not go ahead and replace it? Here, I just kind of demonstrate. You can't hear it. I double checked the audio when I recorded this, but my fan, there is a little bit of a hum. And with this noise blocker fan, it's going to be gone. The one cool thing too is if you wanted to take this a little bit further with this noise blocker, it does have UV active blades. So the blades, they can glow if you put some like blacklight LEDs in there. And I've seen Dragon's Hoard Gaming do that for another customer where he did a full install and refurbished, put in a GC loader for the guy. I saw he hooked it up with that. So that's another option if you just want to kind of pimp out your GameCube, activate those UV blades on the noise blocker. But just going through this process, not really a tutorial so much, just want to kind of show me doing this very simple stuff. Dragon's Hoard Gaming, he set this up for me. But if you were to do all this stuff yourself, you'd either have to buy the mount, and you can get that from Laser Bear Industries. I'll put links in the description for all the resources for this stuff, or you could print it yourself. The cabling for the noise blocker may need a little bit of modification because the cable, from what I understand, is pretty damn long, and you do have to make sure the connection is the right connection for the power board there. But as you saw, it was very simple. We just had to take out those 2 screws on the original mount. We have to also take off that power board as well. So it's 3 screws that were taken off once we opened the GameCube. The GameCube, it was only those 4 screws underneath that had to be removed, unless you had like a Game Boy player like I did. So this is just a very, very simple install here. Once you have the new fan ready to go, you have that power board, screwed into that 3D printed mount, which the one thing I do want to point out with that, since it's 3D printed, you may have to put a little bit more pressure screwing that power board in. I would just be very careful so you don't damage anything, because it's not threaded for the screw. The screw will thread it as you screw it in, but it will take a little bit more energy and effort to get it in there because you don't want it to be extremely loose, the board on the mount there, but you also don't want it to be extremely tight. So just kind of get a feel for it. And then with this cable having been, manipulated a little bit, like I said, I think the stock fan, the cable that comes with it is quite a bit longer. You really don't want to have, trying to route a cable like extremely long throughout the GameCube. Even, you could do this mod if you still have your disk drive in there. You kind of want to make sure that cable's a little shorter. So here we go. Everything is installed very simple. Just got those 2 screws back in the mounts on the side, the power board reattached. Got all the cabling kind of routed a little bit. It's not too much to have to deal with the way this was set up for me there. And the fan is silent. Like, it's hard to showcase the sound of these things, but this is a very silent fan. I'm not hearing it. Like I said, with my original fan, it had a little bit of a hum going on. It's a part, like I said, that can fail over time or can get loud. That bearing could go. And with this noise blocker, it's definitely a worthwhile change up, addition to your GameCube here. So this is, I'm sitting here trying to put this damn thing on backwards, but pretty much everything's done and installed. Just want to do this real quick video. Real happy with the GameCube, with how I have everything set up. I'm not sure if there's any other modifications. The one thing too with the GC loader, and I don't think I pointed that out in my video, but when you're putting the shell back on, you do want to make sure you're kind of pushing that ribbon or the flat cable on the side. That way you're not pinching it when you put the shell back together. But if there's any other modifications out there available for the GameCube, let me know. Like I said, this is something that if you went through Dragon's Hoard Gaming to get work done, I'll put all his information in the description if you want to hit him up for any refurbishments, modifications, stuff like that. Get a price quote and all that. This is something that he could do for your GameCube if you're getting work on it. But hey, I just wanted to throw this in here, get it done. He set it up for me. I paid for it. It wasn't anything provided for free or anything like that. He's just doing a couple other systems for me. An NES top loader, high def mod, and then a Freckle Shack Game Boy Color setup because just didn't have time to do it. So he's getting those set up for me. I'll be highlighting those in videos very soon, showing the work that he did and testing that stuff out. So stay tuned for that. One of my top recommended mod installers, retro gaming console refurbishers, whatever you want to call him. Love the dude. He does amazing work. So I just want to give him a shout out. You know, got to give those good guys out there a shout out. So, hey, appreciate you guys watching. Got the GameCube all put back together. Going to go ahead and enjoy it. Have some fun. With that said, guys, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. And boom. Bye.